All right, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. I'm not sure when I'm going to post this, but wanted to post this quick video. So, found something out pretty cool today. Um, for those of you that are into um, the pressure cooker with the Instapot or Instant Pot, like to do pressure cooker meals. I found this pretty cool company called Tiller and Hatch. Turn that around really quick. Tiller and Hatch. They make basically one bag pressure cook meals that you just toss in your Instant Pot or whatever pressure cooker you have, and they're ready in less than 10 minutes or so. Different, they're a fairly new company. They only have limited menu items, but decided to give it a try. Anyways, I was taking out all the recycling, breaking it down, put it into the recycling bins, etc. And on the inside of the Hatch box, let me flip back over. So this, it is missing one. It has one over the top, but I already broke that one down. And so if anybody subscribes to any meal kit program or anything like that, this is a pretty typical site, right, in terms of insulation. And there's probably like some either dry ice or some sort of ice packs in there, and the food gets packaged in there and then it gets shipped out. So I was breaking this one down, and what I found out about this one is that this one's pretty cool. What you've seen a lot of companies that are starting to do now. Let's see if I can take this out one-handed. Maybe I'll try the one on the bottom, since I think it's just a single piece here. There you go. The other one's a much bigger piece. A lot of these are, you see like where the interior is like a recycled cotton or like denim jeans, or I've seen stuff like that happen. And then the plastic you can recycle, and then or you trash it, and then the stuff on the inside you can either recycle or throw it away. But what I found out about this one is, bear with me while I open it up, just using my utility knife, is that the plastic is recyclable. Sorry for the video quality. But the insulation, I found out was pretty cool. I was like, oh, okay. I was breaking it down, and I was wondering, I was like, well, is this recyclable or not? And it is not only recyclable, well, technically it's not. It's technically compostable. But if you read it, so recycle the film, which is this plastic stuff, and then the white stuff, which is this, the insulation, if you will, is starch. Starch. So, like the stuff you use to press your clothes, or the stuff that's in potatoes and stuff like, you can compost it, or you can break it down in running water. And I thought that was freaking cool. So we're going to recycle this plastic film, but I wanted to show you guys using the little hose here that I used to wash my dog with, but just with some hot water. Check this out. Look at that. It starts to break down. You see that? It's just starch. And just running water. This is hot water just to help it break down a little quicker. I'm a little bit limited because this hose that I use for showering my dog doesn't allow the maximum pressure. Just, it's not meant for that. But look at that. It's just 100, and it smells like starch. It smells like cellophane noodles, or like noodles of some sort, like pasta noodles. That smell that you get from the noodles while they're cooking. While the noodles cook, the water starts to turn cloudy because that's the starch coming off of the noodle. And this is as I'm pouring hot water over this to kind of break it down, that's what this smells like. So you can see it. This is 3 layers, so it's taking a little bit longer than normal. But do you see how quickly this is breaking down? And I just thought this was really cool, so I thought I would share this with you guys. And I appreciate these types of attempts by companies to, take the environment into account when in their packaging and things like that. And for those of you that may or may not know, I used to work for a company called Zoom, and one of our divisions was Zoom Packaging, which we used fiber molded compostable materials to make packaging for all sorts of stuff, food, pizza, you name it. But anyways, that's something that was a kind of a bit of a passion. I definitely developed more of a passion and interest for is recyclable or compostable packaging and upcycling stuff like starch. Now, just making this video on the fly, so I haven't done any major research on how this is technically produced or any of the byproducts, if there are any, or the manufacturing process, if there's any negative impacts, if you will, in the manufacturing process with regards to the environment. I'm not entirely sure how that's made, but like I said, I made this kind of on the fly. Look at that, it's all gone. Turn off the water. I'm in my garage, obviously, but I thought that was pretty cool. Obviously, that was very wasteful in terms of water, but it does say you can just. I saw it on one of the plastic sleeves that you can just put it in a bucket of like water, and it'll literally dissolve. So you can just fill up that bucket once if you want to, and so if you have like wastewater or something like that, you can just throw it in there and it'll dissolve. So I thought that was pretty cool. Again, that from where I got this, it was the packaging that's used from a company called Tiller and Hatch. Tiller and Hatch, they do pressure cooked meals, and coincidentally, J-Lo and A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, are either principal investors or it's their company that they founded because they were on the website. I had no idea before I bought it, so I definitely wasn't the inspiration behind that. I think this came out of the fact that sometimes, especially now in quarantine, I get tired, although I feel like we're doing that a lot, and I didn't want it to become a chore. And I was like, well, what's a good way to get a decent cooked meal on the table without having to eat out? So I found this and I subscribed, and it's not bad. So post your thoughts, comments. Let me know what you think. Talk to you soon. Bye.